Hello and welcome back to Witches of the Moon. I'm Eva Maria, your Monday hostess, and this is our Pick Your Own Topic week where each of us will be bringing forth whatever we choose. So this is a cool week in that we can all kind of relax, and not that it's not relaxing to each weigh in on topics, but we can sort of speak whatever's on our mind or whatever's just something we feel we want to talk about. So that being the case, I was thinking about what it is that I wanted to talk about. It took me actually just about all day to think about what do I want to talk about, because there are endless possibilities. So I decided that what I wanted to talk about is that our community is a great thing. This, I'm sure, no one or few people would dispute. You know, it's good to have others to connect with. You know, it's good to learn from others, and it's good to share with others, to grow with others. You know, to have that kind of feeling of camaraderie. This iced tea is so awesome. I'm sorry I keep drinking from it. I don't mean to pause so much, but the one thing, though, that did occur to me is that while community is awesome, it's really only as good as our collective participation in it. And what I mean by that is, you know, while it's awesome, you know, to, let's say, go on YouTube. I'm talking mainly about the YouTube community here of witchy, magical, spiritual, etc., alternative faith practitioners, and so on and so forth. You know, basically our general sort of demographic here at Witches of the Moon, and people of like mind. While it is great to, you know, seek out channels and learn from them and all that, it's great to subscribe to channels. It's really important, though, to involve yourself. If you don't have anything to comment, I understand. You know, sometimes we just don't happen to have something particular to say. But I do think that we are all of our own minds, even if sometimes we may not always know what we think about something. I do think that generally speaking, at least from the experience of someone who has lived all their life here in America anyway, in American society, you know, we are raised through the school system, you know, when we were kids, you know, pretty much just follow, don't question, just do what you're told. You know, it's kind of drummed into us from the time that we are like in kindergarten or pre-K to, like, you know, we graduate high school. And then all of a sudden they expect us to think for ourselves. So I think that because that happens, sometimes some people find it hard to know what they think about certain things. It's just the nature of the beast, I guess. But I do encourage everyone to really, you know, trust yourself, trust your thoughts and feelings if you don't already all the time. You know, it's okay to think outside the box or to have your own opinion. And if you think it's an opinion that others may bristle at, that's okay. But you know what? Maybe it's how you present it. Sometimes it's not what's said, it's how you say it. But that's not even the point. Comment. If you do feel that you have something to contribute, that you really feel that you want to contribute, it really matters to take that time to come forward and to say, you know, what you have to chime in, or what you think, or what you feel, because it can spark discussions. If not even, maybe just it can show support. And sometimes hearing encouragement from viewers is so important, because it lets a content creator It lets someone who's going out on a limb to share things with you know how they're doing, how the audience feels about, the things that they bring forward. And that is very important, because if you love a content creator and you don't say anything, and I'm saying you as in a generalized you, everybody. If Nixie, stop. She's trying to play with me off camera. Anyway, if the audience doesn't let the content creator know that they are doing well and that their content is appreciated, sometimes a content creator can start to have self-doubts about their own content. They may feel that it's not any good. I mean, there are content creators that leave YouTube because they don't feel that anyone cares, or they don't feel that anyone likes what they post. Even if they are getting thumbs up and so on and so forth. So encouragement is good if you're appreciating the kinds of content that you're seeing. But so is sharing your ideas, sharing your thoughts, asking questions. And if you disagree with someone, there's nothing wrong with disagreeing with someone, but, she's got the rips. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nixie's running around like a maniac. She's in a rare mood. If you disagree with someone who creates content, rather than just thumbing them down, it's a lot more helpful if you let them know what about their video is not jiving with you in a civil way. And if you do this, maybe you can help that content creator, that host or that hostess, whatever, to maybe do better next time, or to have it, maybe you can spark a discussion, or you can, if you're not liking what you're seeing, the way to get more of what you like is to say, I didn't like this, or, this such and such thing about the video didn't jive with me, and I think it would have been better if blah, 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 or something like that. There are ways to constructively criticize without being a jerk, or without being completely abrasive, or starting a war, in the comment section. But it is important to have a dialogue, I think. I really do believe that. And it's not just for the sake of saying I'm unhappy with this, or I love your channel. Sometimes great ideas can be had in the comment sections of videos here on YouTube. And that's another thing I do encourage, by the way. If there are channels that you love to watch, scroll down, read the comments, read the descriptions. Sometimes there are things included in the descriptions that are so worth looking at. But not everybody always looks at those. And I really, what I'm trying to say is, the community is great. It's great to have community, but the more involvement that takes place, the more potential for greater things to come out of our community. For greater ideas. People can inspire each other, learn from each other, make connections, get to know each other maybe, suggest things to one another. We really are, honestly, an extended family. And I think if we involve ourselves a little bit more, we might be surprised at how much greater our community can be. I do know a lot of you do comment on videos, and a lot of you do share videos, a lot of you do like videos, and a lot of you do subscribe. Sometimes a lot of you do even shout out videos, or not video, well, channels really, and that's great. But I think there are a number of people, though, that for whatever reason, it seems they hesitate. Maybe the people that hesitate are a little new, and they don't know, maybe they don't feel confident on what to say. But I have always believed firmly, it doesn't matter if you have been a magical practitioner or a spiritual seeker for a day or 30 years. Everybody has something to teach someone else. And everybody can always learn something from someone else. So long as we can set our egos aside, set our fears aside, be civil with one another, our community really, really is wonderful. But I just feel that sometimes we don't participate as much as we should. It's great to be an observer, but when you really get active and start like getting to know people, talking to people, making connections, networking, kind of like, not networking in a business sense, but networking as in like making connections with those in the greater community, I think wonderful, wonderful things can come out of that. So I guess that's my message. Please do take this to heart. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope my message is well received. And I do look forward to the topics that our other hosts will bring forward this week. With that said, I'm going to wish you blessed Be Ashe. Have a great night. Get involved in the community if you aren't already, or maybe ask yourself, in what ways have you maybe not been as involved that maybe you could involve yourself more? And until next time, until our next exchange, bye-bye for now.